Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are going to explore English past tenses. If you have ever wondered how to accurately talk about the events that happened in the past, this video is just for you. We'll cover the simple past, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous tenses, providing clear explanations and plenty of examples to help you understand when and how to use each one. So whether you are a beginner or just looking to brush up on your grammar skills, stay tuned, grab a notebook and let's dive right in. Understanding past tenses in English is essential for discussing events and actions that have already occurred. English has different past tenses, each with its unique structure and usage. This lecture will cover the four primary past tenses: the simple past, the past continuous, the past perfect, and the past perfect continuous, along with examples and explanations for clarity. Number 1. Simple past tense. The simple past tense describes actions or events that occurred at a specific time in the past. To describe completed actions in the past, to indicate a series of completed actions, to describe habits or routines in the past, to state facts or generalizations about the past. Structure of simple past tense: subject plus past form of the verb. For regular verbs, we will add ed. For example, walked, played. For irregular verbs, use second form of the verb. For example, went, ate. For negative sentences, the structure will be subject plus did not plus base form of the verb. For example, they did not go to the park. And to make these sentences into interrogative, we will start with did plus subject plus base form of the verb plus object or rest of the sentence. For example, did they go to the store? Examples of simple past tense. Number 1. She visited her grandmother last week. He did not finish his homework. Did you watch the movie? Number 2. Past continuous tense. The past continuous tense describes actions or events that were ongoing at a specific time in the past. To describe actions that were in progress at a specific moment in the past, to set the scene in a story, to indicate a temporary situations in the past, to describe two simultaneous actions in the past, often with while. Structure of past continuous tense: subject plus was were plus ing form of the verb. For example, she was reading a book. For negative sentences, subject plus was were plus not plus ing form of the verb. For example, they were not playing outside. For interrogative sentences, was were plus subject plus ing form of the verb. For example, was he watching TV? Examples of past continuous tense: they were playing soccer when it started to rain. She was not sleeping when I called her. Were you studying at 8 p.m.? Number 3. Past perfect tense. The past perfect tense describes actions or events that were completed before another action or time in the past. It is used to show that an action was completed before another action in the past, to describe a condition in the past, to report experiences up to a point in the past. Structure of past perfect tense: subject plus had plus past participle form. She had finished her homework before dinner. Negative structure: subject plus had not plus past participle. They had not seen the movie before. Interrogative structure: had plus subject plus past participle. For example, had you visited that museum before? Examples of past perfect tense: affirmative sentences: by the time we arrived, the train had already left. Negative sentences: she had not met him before the party. Interrogative sentence: Had they completed the project by the deadline? Number 4. Past perfect continuous tense. The past perfect continuous tense describes actions or events that were ongoing up to a specific point in the past. It also used to describe the duration of an action that was ongoing before another action in the past, to show cause and effect in the past, or to describe an action that started in the past and continued up to another action or time in the past. Structure. Affirmative sentences: subject plus had plus been plus present participle plus since or for plus time expression. For example, she had been studying for hours before the test. Negative sentences structure: subject plus had not plus been plus present participle plus since for plus time expression. For example, they had not been working on the project for long. Interrogative: had plus subject plus been plus present participle plus since or for plus time expression. For example, had you been waiting long before they arrived? Examples of past perfect continuous tenses. Affirmative sentence: he had been working at the company for 5 years before he got promoted. Negative sentence: she had not been feeling well for days before she went to the doctor. Interrogative sentence: had you been exercising regularly before your injury? Now the summary of the key points. Simple past tense describes completed action in the past. For example, they visited the museum. Past continuous describes ongoing actions in the past. For example, they were visiting the museum. Past perfect describes actions completed before another past action. For example, they had visited the museum before it closed. Past perfect continuous tense describes actions that were ongoing to a specific point in the past. For example, they had been visiting the museum for hours before it closed. Now these are the practice sentences. Convert the following sentences into indicated past tense. She writes a letter. They are playing soccer. He finishes his homework before dinner. We study for the exam for 2 hours. These are the answer of the exercise. She wrote a letter. They were playing soccer. He had finished his homework before dinner. We had been studying for the exam for 2 hours. By understanding and practicing these past tenses, you can accurately describe various actions and events that have been occurred in the past, enhancing your ability to communicate effectively in English. That's all for today's lesson on different past tenses in English. I hope you feel more confident using simple past, past continuous, past perfect continuous tenses in your conversations and writing. Remember, practice makes man perfect. So keep practicing with the examples and exercises we discussed. If you have any questions or need further clarification, leave a comment below. I am here to help. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful. Share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel for more grammar tips and lessons. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Happy learning. Thank you.